That's what they're laughing at? The white wasn't the one that did that. The white wasn't the one that did that. Before we start this video, guess what? July 29th? That's right, baby. I got my own U2s! I feel so cool, honestly, having this U2's figure. I've always wanted one. I'm so insanely excited about this because the suit is spot on, the shoes are spot on. Thank you so much, U2's, for reaching out and working with me. This is awesome. We actually designed this box together. Obviously, the artists did all the drawing and stuff like that. You'll see inside the box, it's got my studio. Why did the chicken cross the road? I wanted them to put that there. And once it sells out, there's not going to be any more. We're also doing a giveaway of these babies, so go to the link below in the description, cg5.youtubes.com. Each option that you pick, follow out U2's on Twitter, visit U2's on YouTube, visit U2's on Reddit, counts as one entry for the giveaway. July 29th, 12 p.m. PST, Pacific Time, 3 p.m. EST. Get them when they're available. Please, look at him. Get him while it's hot. Ah! Date my son for $10 million.
I was just minding my own business in the convenience store when suddenly a hooded guy jumped at the cashier and pulled out a gun.
Right, the video just started! The freaking video just started! What's going on?
Everyone started to panic.
I like this animation style though.
I have a gun. Not anymore. My name is Artemis. I've always wanted to become a detective. MSA will give $1,000 to one lucky person who subscribes in the next 7 days.
Yes! I want $1,000.
Someone approached me with a proud smile on his face. My favorite police detective, Lewis.
Because he was so hot.
Do you want to have dinner with me? Would he finally confess his feelings for me? We're having a big and difficult case right now. And the suspect's name is Mr. Anderson. He has a son, and his name is Chase. He's a senior high school student. You want me to pose as his bodyguard while spying on Mr. Anderson. I need you to find where he's keeping all those gold bars.
A billionaire hired me to date his son.
Chase was waiting for me in this room. I was caught off guard when someone suddenly jumped on me. It was him, and he looked like a scared little puppy. Noticed a cockroach crawling toward us. I immediately crushed it to death. I almost dropped my jaw when we both stared at each other. He was the most handsome man that I had ever seen. Before he could hit his head on the ground, I caught him in my arms. For a moment, I felt lost in his beautiful blue eyes.
Gosh! Goodness gracious, stop!
What is the meaning of this? Based on his file, it must be Vanessa, his girlfriend. Chase is the most beautiful guy in the entire universe. There's no way you're not attracted to him, unless you're a lesbian. Oh, I think I'm obsessed with you.
Bruh.
I leaned in closer and pouted my lips for a kiss.
Bruh, what is going on?
I went to his room, and while I was checking his drawers, I felt someone watching me from the door. Chase, what are you doing here? And then I did the unthinkable. I walked up to him, grabbed his face, and kissed him on the lips. And worse, I kinda enjoyed it. I told Chase that I wasn't feeling well, so I couldn't go to school with him. I saw a button underneath the sink, and to my surprise, the bathtub slid away, revealing a trap door beneath it. The room was full of gold bars. While I was taking some pictures, someone suddenly smacked my phone. Lewis and the police barged in and finally arrested him. It was all about this, huh? I turned around, and my smile instantly disappeared upon seeing Chase standing by the door. I watched him walk away with tears in his eyes.
Oh my gosh, it's Vanessa! It's Vanessa! Vanessa!
I'm a material girl.
One day during lunch, I decided to try the new restaurant around the corner, and I was shocked to see who the chef was. Chase, you're supposed to be mad at me for putting your dad in jail. I'm not. He's a criminal. I'm upset because you pretended to love me. When did I say that I was just pretending? You weren't? You blush?
No, why am I getting... Okay. Started getting into this a little bit.
And with that, I grabbed him by his collar and kissed him.
My jealous stepsisters can't stand me.
I didn't grow up in a normal household. Mom was a teenager trapped in an adult's body. She partied every night and didn't come home until 3 a.m. Dad wasn't happy with Mom's behavior, and the two got divorced when I was 8. Dad fell in love with a widow who he married later on. The minute we moved in with her, I knew I liked her.
He just
Your
dashed.
dad? Okay, Dad. She's a total keeper.
I read she's a toilet paper. I'm sorry, I'm just quirky like that.
My stepmom had 2 twin daughters, Brenda and Lily. Brenda stole money from my stepmom's purse to buy cigarettes.
That's like really bad.
Lily was busy being the school queen bee and dating a different boy every week. The closer I grew with my stepmom, the more my stepsisters started hating me. Hey freak, don't forget to wear a diaper tonight or you'll wet your bed again. Brenda and Lily had photoshopped my head on the top of a baby.
That's what they're laughing at?
Everyone thinks I'm a freak now because of you and Brenda. You two know very well I don't wet my bed.
Sounds like Dwight. Sounds like something Dwight would say. You two know very well I don't wet my bed.
Oliver, the hottest guy in school, tossed me a folded paper. I have good news for you. I'm single, I think you're pretty, and I'm free tonight.
I'm gonna use this on the girl I was talking about. There's this girl, she really caught my eye, and I remember my friends, they were like, you should ask her out. Well, I'll ask somebody out, we'll all go on a triple date. This was in 2019, by the way. It was a good date. I wanted to go out with her again. The schedules never lined up, but she's back, meaning she graduated from BYU and she lives here now. So I was thinking of like calling her. I think this is gonna work, guys. I have good news for you. I'm single. I think you're pretty, and I'm free tonight. You know, you can say anything if you're hot, which is why I'm gonna do it.
I laughed out loud at the corny pic.
I'm not gonna do it, I'm just kidding.
Meet me at the movie theater tonight? I asked Dad and
Nah, just pick her up.
her first date with my ex-boyfriend. Mom, it's so unfair. No guy has ever asked me out before.
That's because you're ugly!
Halfway through the movie, Oliver held my hand and kissed me. I decided then that I was gonna make Oliver my boyfriend.
It's been one date! It's been one date! It's been one date! One day!
I got a surprise for you. Suddenly, Oliver reached into his locker and pulled out a flower bouquet. Prom is next weekend, Thea. Tell me you'll go with me. Suddenly, as I walked down the stairs with Oliver, Lily walked up to me. She bumped into me and I tripped, tumbling down a flight of stairs. Someone called an ambulance. The doctor treating me said I wouldn't be able to walk for a month.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I wheeled into the living room to find Dad with a suitcase. Your stepmom and I are...
What's going on? What the heck?
Why would you guys split up? After what Lily did to you, I realized we couldn't live in the same house anymore.
But the wife did not do that. The wife wasn't the one that did that. The wife wasn't the one that did that. Everyone is stupid.
You made things worse by...
What is going on?
I smell gaslighting.
What? 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 Holy mother of toads!
When we arrived at the dance, Lily marched up to Oliver and me. I can't believe you asked Thea, of all people, to be your date. Yeah, because Thea's gorgeous. And I feel bad that she has to deal with having a stepsister like you. You should just drop out of high school, Lily. That's how stupid you are. Hey, Oliver, you can't speak to her like that. I pushed him out of the way and wheeled over to Lily. Let's go hang out somewhere. Lily agreed and walked away with me before Oliver could answer. We had to use the bathroom and we opened one of the stalls to see Brenda in a mess. Lily and I helped Brenda clean up, but when we finished, the girls looked awkward and said they were gonna go home. I came home from school to find the motel door open. Dad and my stepmom were sitting together on the couch.
So you weren't separating.
Suddenly, I started to cry and wheeled over to hug my parents. It means so much the way you helped us out that night at prom. We don't hate you anymore.
I couldn't stop crying at the pictures. They're loving kids and memories. And when they're old, it's just so heartwarming, lovable, and wonderful to see them together. And this is the best animated story I've ever seen. This is lovely, TBH. You said that on the last My Story animated episode. I'm getting stupider every time I watch these.